Hey y'all, it's me, and I'm back with episode 2 of Frankincense and Wine. And this week I am not drinking wine. I've graduated episode 2, and I am cheating, and I've graduated to whiskey. I'm drinking a hot toddy. I have a little bit of a cold, so I'm sorry. You're just gonna have to bear with me. I have the world's best hot toddy recipe: black tea, a drop of lemon essential oil, cinnamon, honey, milk, and then my whiskey of choice. Usually I use scotch in my hot toddies, which I think makes them a little special instead of just straight up whiskey, but my whiskey of choice now is Pinhook Bourbon. I am a horse freak, for those of you who don't know, and when I saw this pretty thoroughbred on this bottle, I was like, yep, that's the whiskey that I'm choosing. So it's excellent. Just trying to, I don't know, I think whiskey is good medicine too, but I'm also slathering myself with all of the essential oils that I possibly can. So tonight I'm going to be talking about the emotional benefits of aromatherapy. How you can use essential oils to improve your mood and to manage your emotions. The best way to do that is through, the easiest way to do that is through aromatherapy. So a little bit about aromatherapy. It was used in ancient Greece, Rome, China, and India for rituals and religious practices. But the term aromatherapy wasn't coined until the 20th century, once the scientific community began to recognize its emotional benefits. So why would we use essential oils for aromatherapy? Well, number one, they rock. Number 2, 3, and 4, they are natural and safe. The body has a quick response to them, and they're very simple to use. So a little bit about the science behind aromatherapy and its emotional benefits. I'll talk about how the brain processes aromas and how that affects your mood. First, when you breathe in a scent, that goes to the olfactory system, which is connected to the olfactory nerve. The olfactory nerve is connected to the limbic system, which is where memories and emotions are stored, and that's where the emotional response is triggered. So the idea behind that is you choose certain essential oils that trigger your specific, desired feeling or emotion. That's why it's helpful to know the chemistry behind each oil, because certain chemical makeups provide certain emotional responses. So you can really customize your experience based on the category of an oil. So doTERRA puts the oils in 5 different plant categories that have different chemical profiles. Those being mint, which contain ketones, which are energizing and invigorating. Floral, they contain monoterpene alcohols and esters. Those are calming oils. Citrus contain limonene and beta-pinene. They have strong uplifting characteristics. Tree grass and herb is all one. They contain esters, oxides, and sesquiterpenes for soothing and grounding effects. And spice. They contain phenols, which are warming. And don't worry if you don't know the different chemicals. I'm just starting to memorize the names. But maybe one day I will do a class on essential oil chemistry. I like science. That's why I'm so excited about this particular episode, because science, medicine, well, whiskey medicine. So then, so that's pretty specific categories, but then you kind of zoom out and see that every essential oil can be divided into 2 different categories. 1, calming, and 2, uplifting. So calming oils contain the monoterpene alcohols, sesquiterpenes, esters, and oxides. Some examples of those are clary sage, frankincense, geranium, and of course, good old lavender. The uplifting oils contain ketones, phenols, and monoterpenes. Those would be some examples of those are cypress, grapefruit, lemon, and peppermint. So you know now some of the chemical properties behind essential oils. Very quick overview, and certain examples of oils that achieve certain things, which as you get to know each individual oil, you'll be able to know, okay, well this one makes me, for example, I can just use lavender as a general calming oil, but if I'm looking for a specific action to happen, I will use console. I feel that console is something that really works with my system to really just help me process and be, I think one of the things, console is originally meant to be an oil that helps to manage grief. And one of the things in the descriptions on the doTERRA website is that it helps to be patient with grief. But for me, some 1 to 2 drops of console rubbed on my heart center really helps me to be patient with all emotions throughout the day. I really think that it helps with processing things instead of being really caught up in a certain emotion. Anyway, I'm getting off track, but that's just an example of how you have certain customizations that happen, and that will happen as you experience oils and as you try different ones and learn what each one does for you. You can read all the descriptions you want, but I think that the best way is to experience what each one does for you personally. Anyway, let me get back on track here. So, a little bit about, what each oil contains. My dog wants to be in this episode too. She just can't even help herself. She's like, Mommy, what are you doing? I want to be in this episode too. This is Bramble Jean. She just turned 5 years old. You're a star! Okay, now I'm going to actually get back on track. So, how do you use essential oils to manage your emotions then? How do you put this into practice? So, again, the key to successful mood management through aromatherapy is understanding the benefits of each oil and each one's chemical makeup. Let's see here. So, aromatic application works best for managing mood. So that means that you will inhale the aroma through the air. You can inhale it from the bottle, straight from the bottle, taking deep breaths of it. Palms, so 1 to 2 drops between the palms, rub them together, and then you just cup your hands over your face and breathe in the aroma. I like to take 3 deep breaths, and that's kind of like a meditative moment for me. I like to do that before I walk out the door. It's very centering, and that helps me to sort of get on the vibe of that plant or those plants. Or you can use a diffuser. Let's see, topical use. So, topical use also kind of counts as inhaling the aroma because it's on your skin, but you will be inhaling the aroma throughout the day. Let's see. So, what are some of the best oils for mood management? So doTERRA has a huge long list in this section from the class kit that I'm referring to. But I picked 5. Let's see. So clary sage provides a restful environment while reducing feelings of stress and anxiousness. We actually have a product called Clary Calm. Douglas fir promotes a positive mood and a sense of focus. Jasmine evokes peace, joy, and self-confidence. A lot of people rave about jasmine oil. Rose is uplifting. I personally think rose is a very powerful scent. I don't want to be cheesy, but rose makes me feel like a queen. I really feel like that's one of my plant allies. Wild orange is revitalizing, and it can provide energy on a stress-filled day. So what are some ideas for uses? Obviously, you can diffuse. You can put a couple of drops of oil in a spray bottle of water. You can spray on your clothing. So maybe in the morning you spray some invigorating oil on your clothing before you go to work, or something calming before bed. Again, the 1 to 2 drops between your palms, and you cup your hands over your face and inhale. You can apply to the bottoms of your feet. That would be a topical usage. As well as temples, shoulders, and neck, and other pulse points. When I am applying an oil topically, I will just apply it like I'm applying a perfume. So 1 to 2 drops on my wrist, rub them together, and then put that on my neck as well. If you have something like peppermint, that's great on your temples. Now, be careful with peppermint because that is a hot oil, and that goes for any hot oil such as peppermint, oregano. Put them in a carrier oil because they're going to be super potent and they might burn. Really, the rule of thumb is if you have super sensitive skin, put any oil that you're applying to your skin in a carrier oil, such as coconut oil. You can add it to coconut oil or something. Let's see. And then another way to get the benefits is you can add a few drops to a warm bath, or you can put them on the shower floor. You put a couple drops on the shower floor, and then once you start the hot water, then it's just this great cloud of oils, and it's just fantastic. So that's all I have for you today. Just a little bit about emotional management through essential oils. I've found personally that that's my favorite reason to use them is what they help me achieve with my emotions, whether it's just a sense of balance or a sense of calm. Sometimes I feel like it's even just the ritual of that self-care ritual of taking a minute before I walk out the door to remember to put my oils on, or first thing in the morning to throw something good on the diffuser. They have been a great emotional support to me, especially Console. That's my go-to. That's my go-to oil. I actually do not even leave the house without my bottle of Console. I'm not going, knock on wood, I'm not going through a period of grief, but like I said, I feel like that oil just has so many other things going for it. It's super magical for me, and that's my personal favorite emotional management oil. If you have any questions, you can just let me know. I'm sorry about my cold again. You can follow me. Oh, announcement. So I'm doing a little experiment. I'm switching back to my old Instagram account. I started the new account before I even got started with doTERRA. Didn't have very many followers on there, which is fine, but I actually missed some of the people that I was following on my old account, and I decided let's just do a science experiment and see what happens if I play with my doTERRA business on my old Instagram account. So that name is Mother of Plants _ so you can find me on there. You can see pictures of oils, my vegetable garden, my dogs, my pony, maybe myself and my boyfriend. He's super handsome. So anyway, I'm going to finish this hot toddy. Next week I will have wine for you, but now I just need some whiskey medicine. So, alright, thank you so much for watching. Have a good day or night, and I'll see you next time. Bye!